So I asked Inaaya the other day what is her favorite class, and she told me that it is story time with Miss Sarita. And I asked her why, and she said it's because I don't have to do anything in the class. And I really thought that that is a testament to the class, because it's the best form of teaching when the children don't even know that they're learning something, that they're fully engaged, they're having fun. And the takeaway from the class is that they have more confidence to express themselves. They're armed with a better vocabulary with which they can express themselves better. And they are, they're having their creativity, their imagination stimulated. They are being introduced to different stories and the idea of books and stories that have a beginning, a middle, and end. They're being taught to focus and sit. And they're able to do that also for a good half an hour, which is an optimum length for the class, where they don't run away from the iPad or the screen, because they're genuinely engaged with the content. And because Miss Sarita tells the stories in such an engaging and entertaining way, with voice modulation and puppets and other accessories that really embellish the story. She chooses good stories as well that resonate with the children and that have an underlying theme. So for example, right now it's opposites that they're learning. I can see that her vocabulary is improved. I can see that her confidence in just engaging in conversation, sometimes even with strangers and new teachers, because now the environment of learning is so online given the pandemic. Sometimes she meets a new teacher and initially she was shy, but now she's confident to answer their questions. She is able also to express herself. And what I like about Miss Sarita's class particularly is that there's no judgment. Whether you're in a good mood, in a bad mood, you're unwell, you're angry, whether you like the story or dislike the story, she encourages you to be yourself and to talk about what you're feeling and what you think and why. And she absorbs that and responds to that in an effective way. So thank you, Ms. Sarita. I'm glad that, this is a journey that we started offline, of course, and I'm glad that you have been able to pivot into an online environment. Teachers have been very, resilient. Students and children have been incredibly resilient to respond as well to this changed, environment. And I'm just happy to see that, given a pandemic, the opportunity to listen to stories and to engage, in a classroom setting with someone who's telling them interesting stories and getting them to learn, the language and how to express themselves hasn't suffered at all. So it's definitely a class that I would recommend.